didn't have to vocalize.
No.
They just had.
They can't speak, you know, like they don't use. They used to speak on the cinema.
But it's still a bit like that, because often you have people who are working only in film and then they come and do a show in the theatre. And for them it's like often projection is a real problem. They can't talk very loud because they're not trained like that. Freezing.
Is it rumbling? Do you want to? I've got a couple coats down.
Actually, I've got scarves on. Let's put that on.
There's an interesting thing as well about art now is as you said earlier, the media or the different media that we have at our fingertips and other parts is so easily acquired and used, really. I mean, I have a digital camera and I can just take all sorts of photos. If I learn about the camera, I can take better and better photos. But still, the media and the ability to capture and manipulate ideas and images with media all the time by anybody. The amount of the thing you were talking about CCTV cameras earlier, and there was something I wanted to mention. You know, you can download a lot of CCTV footage off the internet. And often you have to pay for it. Often it costs like if you pay £10, you can get this half an hour from this CCTV camera.
Admin fees or royalties?
Well, the police cameras in particular, I think. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I think particularly police cameras, they have numbers. If you know the number and you know the time, you can say, I want the footage from this time, and it's not very expensive to get that footage. And I heard a story about some kids, I think in North London, I'm not exactly sure where, but they made a rap song and they wanted to make a video. So they used CCTV cameras.
That's great.
So they were dancing and doing their thing, and then on their computers they could, put the dance track over or under they make this, and it cost them like 20 quid because they just got the footage down there. And they've got a music video. I think it's really cool. Yeah. So I mean, being filmed so many times a day.
Yes, you can use it exactly. I was just thinking when you said, "Oh yeah, just find one and just stand there and do something." Just block it up for half an hour.
In my country, it's illegal. CCTV, it is.
Oh really?
Yeah. In Canada, yeah, it's illegal.
But do they have police CCTV? Or?
They're not allowed.
Okay.
They put some in Montreal. They have a drugs problem here, the one in university. But they put footage, but they can't. They need to have somebody watch it 24 hours and 24 hours, and they can't keep the footage more than 48 hours if they don't have any proof of anything. So they can't keep it. So they need to erase it. Yeah, that's
really interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah, to hear that. I mean, I have issues with all the filming, but at the same time, it's a little bit Big Brother, not in the.
But anyway, they're there with satellite. You can see you anyway by satellite. So camera is there. But they always like you can go and by the satellite. You can go and check your home.
Yeah,
satellite.
you
On
just
the
go on
computer,
Google
you can download
Earth
it
and go like, oh, this park outside my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't, but it's not like constantly updated. It's sort of, I think every 3 months.
You can have it on a real time.
Really?
I think so.
A real,
I'm not good.
So there are more stuff upstairs than on the ground. So you don't box me anymore. I'm like, yes.
It's so strange.
I don't have anything to,
And even if you did have something to hide, you couldn't hide it, except maybe in the loo. But with the satellites, they can look into the loo as well.
Yeah, but when you get out of the loo,
I think
I suppose we should make tunnels between loos. We could travel around unseen.
We could start a secret loo society.
But not here.
No, it's all out now. Pulled out by the roots. Yeah, but it's so strange. I never really think about CCTV or like the way that we're being filmed at all. I always feel, I'm walking around on my own, nobody can see me.
But on the bus you can actually see yourself on CCTV.
No, I
I
hate
hate
that.
that. What is that supposed to like to make you feel safe?
Yeah, so you can see yourself being stabbed.
Exactly. Right. I question, like on the buses anyway, and that's not.
Safer now.
You don't like hunting. Oh, it's a CCTV. I better not.
It's funny with all this, also with the Oyster cards, you know, and it's so much cheaper to have an Oyster card, but, you know...
They just wait until everybody has them and
I
then
know
put the price
that
up.
my sort of travel record, which is quite dull, is there, you know, they can see, blah, 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 oh, you didn't pay here, you know.
Oh no!
But it makes me feel even more sort of lost amongst a mass than I ever was.
I started
ever
hiking
felt.
now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shepherd's Bush.
Somebody steal my wheels. So.
Oh,
So let's play wheels.
Yeah, I went to work with my bicycle, attached it outside, and somebody steal my wheels.
It's probably cheaper to get a new bike than pay 1 month fare of the public transport, if you actually do have to travel.
where do you work? Is it far from having?
Blackfriars.
Blackfriars.
Bridge.
Oh, that's quite good, isn't it?
So yeah, so I take the bus.
No.
I decided to take my bicycle because an incident happened on the bus. I was scared I had to take the bus. So, and the day after, somebody stole my wheels. So.
There's a couple of major, this sort of ties into art, so I'll say,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a couple of major bike recycling projects in London. I think there's one called the Bike Project, I'm not sure if that's still running, and then there's another one that's, I can't remember the other one, I think it's also the Bike Project. But it's, they're just picking up all these bikes, because people, when somebody's wheels are stolen off, and they just leave them there, so they take that part.
Yeah.
Someone else leaves a wheel, they take that part, and they're building new bikes, and you can get them really cheap, and you can go and they teach you how to work on it. But this is, to bring it into art, is the idea of recycling, which I think is something that's very important and used a lot these days, because there's so much stuff that's produced, and to recycle, and not just
And use it in a different
materials, but
context.
ideas as well, and concepts, and actually pieces of art, because there's just so much of it.
I was just reminded, cycling and art, of something that reminds me of a site-specific project throughout the city. Is, you know when you cycle and there's a pothole, and you're like,
Yeah.
and you go.
You're going to do that and get sick on the bike.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, but there's a website where you can report it. It's called www.fill-that-hole.com.
There's a few
And you
holes
report
that-
it, and then the council has to do something about it and
Oh, really?
fill it.
Okay, because there's one pothole on my way to work that's just around this.
Just tell them.
Okay.
Captain,
Fill that hole.
fill that hole.
.co.uk
Yeah,
or .gov.uk.
.co.uk.com, I don't know, but that's quite good. And that's sort of changing the city landscape, just by having that communicative network.
That's what they was in it about, was that whole virtual space. There's so much art, like you can get lost in these virtual art spaces, and there's amazing stuff out there. There's a lot of sort of just amateur-y type stuff, and a lot of just little bits and pieces and things. But there's some fascinating stuff. You just go on the internet and you can see much more than you could ever see going into town to try and hit the galleries or anything like that.
It's quite scary though as well, like how you've been, like how it's all in the headspace. So you kind of, you can sit in your own room and you can just type on the net and not have the experience of actually going out.
At the same time, that's where you can make connections there. I mean, it was through the using of the internet, and a friend of mine who's an artist in Spain who found something on the internet, who sent it to me, so that I contacted Jay, so that he contacted me, so that I'm standing here in this room with you, physical people.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating. As well as it being isolating, it also links things that wouldn't be linked before.
I mean, the arts mailing list that where Jay advertised for this as well. It's just amazing. You kind of have an idea.
Strange animal in your pocket.
Hello.
Oh, it's right on the time actually. We started exactly an hour ago when she got her phone.
Okay, we are leaving. Let's come in.
Oh, is he in close?
Now it was.
But I'm watching it every year.
Cool.
Shall we go?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I have my cute book to use.
I think we've said everything.
Everything there is to say is covered all.
Why he's calling me?
Because he knows your number.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is great. They have no